NDB repeaters have some of the best damage in 4.9. Unfortunately, you can't buy them in shops, but there's an easy way to get them without having to craft. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how. First, you want to open up your Mobiglass, head over to contracts, go to your mercenary tab, and here you will find a bunch of combat gauntlet missions. You can rank these up pretty easily. You'll start with scenario 1, then upgrade to number 2 and so forth. But the combat gauntlet that we want to do is scenario 5. This will spawn a bunch of ships and some of them will have NDBs. So I'm going to accept this. This will allow me to farm the ships if I have the right loadout. For my loadout, I am running a cutlass with sucker punches. These are distortion weapons plus some cannons to reduce the shields. You can see the blue ones will disable ships and the red ones will reduce shielding. You can switch between your guns by just scroll wheeling down. Once the shields is down, you only want to use your sucker punches to disable the ship and your cannons to reduce the shields. All of this you can buy at New Babbage at the gun shop, but let's head over to the mission and go have a look if we can find any NDBs. Here we go, we're at our mission location. Our first target here is a freelancer. Let's have a closer look. This is a mission where you need to dodge missiles though, so be careful, make sure you set your flare count. I'm just going to try and reduce their shields and then I'll switch over to my main guns where I can disable the ship. Just get a bit closer here. This might take a minute. I don't have the craziest ship, just a little cutlass, but you can do this with any ship. This is the point of the video. Probably a nomad even if you have one. Might take you a minute though. You can see the shields go down very slowly. It's getting in nice and close here. Let me quickly reduce it and then we can disable the ship. We'll show you how. There we go, the shield is down. Now I'm going to switch to my cannons here where I can disable the ship. Give it nice distortion damage here. Fortunately, I turned me a little bit there. Just trying to keep its shields down. We should have it soon. It doesn't take too much. You can already see it's trying to run a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't go into the asteroid. But on the right hand side, here you can see the EMs. They are dropping. Let's quickly give it a scan and see what components it has. This one unfortunately doesn't come with the weapons. It is random, but we have more freelancers that we can loot. So I'll just destroy this one for now and head over to the second wave of this mission, which will spawn more ships. There we go. Let's wait for the other ships. Here's the other ships. First, I'm going to take out the Firebird. Since they do have ballistics, I'm going to try my best here to avoid most of the fire of the other ships. We mostly want to farm the freelancer since they come with the NDBs. But it is random. You might have to do this mission a couple of times. There we go. We've got the Firebird. Next up, the Vanguard. Obviously, if you want to, you can loot these ships for their components as well. They get very nice military components. Only grade C though, but an upgrade if you don't want to buy anything. We managed to disable the Vanguard here, so I can move on to the Freelancer. Let me have a closer look at it. I don't see NDBs on it just yet, only red projectiles, so this one might not have it. But I will continue farming until I have it. Let me take a look at the turret. Turret might have it on. The turret also doesn't have it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to farm this mission a bunch of times until I find the correct freelancer. I'll tell you how many times I had to farm it until the correct one popped up with the NDBs. Now that I think about it, it's probably better to just abandon the mission and jump away. Otherwise, the mission will go on cooldown. So let me quickly jump away and retake the mission and I'll update you as I go. Here we go, the mission popped up again. It did take a minute or two for it to show up again after abandoning it, but we managed. Let me go try again. Here is the next freelancer. You can see this one does come with NDBs. So we got very lucky here on the second try. Let me quickly disable this ship, and then we can deal with the pilot and the other ships. We won't be able to loot this thing right away, just because the other ships might destroy us once we unlock the ports. Now that I have disabled the ship, I'm just going to open up the back here so that I can deal with the pilot. Once we kill the pilot, the other ships will spawn, and they will probably shoot some missiles at us. So we will need to be very fast, otherwise our ship might get destroyed. So I'm not going to stick around for long. Let's run. We can loot this a little bit later. Just want to make sure that my ship is fine. We might be able to loot another set if we're lucky. Let me quickly run here. Make sure to set up your flare count. I'm going to deal with the Firebird again first. That thing is a monster just because of the ballistics, and we're only in a little cutlass, so not the best for us. Luckily, I'm able to disable it here. Nice. Now for the Vanguard. At least the turn rate of the Vanguard is not super crazy, but it might come with a deadbolt and one-shot us. So I think this one does. I managed to disable it, but look what it done to me with the deadbolt. So be very careful, especially if you're just in a little cutlass. Now we can go for the other freelancer. Luckily there's two, so it means I have twice the amount of chances to find NDBs. It is random though, so you might have to try a little bit here and there, but eventually you should get it. Nice, the shield is down. Now we can disable the ship. Managed to disable it. Let's take a look at the turret here. This one also comes with NDBs. So basically we have 4 weapons in total. Let me open the back here, and then we can start looting. There we go. I managed to open the back. Let's go take care of the pilot. Here you can see is the weapons. I'm gonna head inside here and then unlock the board. You can definitely loot the components of this freelancer as well. It is nice military grade. But first, let's take care of him. Enter the pilot seat. Now I can right Alt K. This should unlock all of the ports. I'm gonna make sure to open up all the doors. If I want the components, I can loot that as well. This is the PTU though, so I don't really need anything else other than the weapons. But let's go take them off the turret here. You can probably also loot the guns of this thing here. But here you can see nice NDBs. I'm just gonna use my tractor beam here and detach them and throw them on to my cargo hold. Here's the next one. So these, they are size 3 though, so great for light fighters. This might become the new meta for them, since they nerf ballistics so heavily for size 3. There we go, we already have 2 now. Let's go get the other one. If you want to find the freelancer, all that you need to do is ping. Because the ship is disabled, their EMs is very low, so you might not be able to see them. So just ping with tab, and they will pop up on your radar. I do think it's super cool that we can find these on ships now. It's basically like rare weapons on ships, because it is random. Sometimes they spawn with CF repeaters, other times they spawn with NDBs. I wonder if other ships can spawn with grade A components without us knowing yet, since technically this is a grade A component, since you can't buy it. I managed to unlock the ports, and here we go. Let me put it on my ship. And here's the last one. Super easy. The Vanguard with the deadbolt is a little bit scary, especially if you're in a smaller ship, but you can probably just missile him if it's very difficult for you. Now that we have all of our NDBs, let me go store them and equip. I hope you enjoy your NDBs. This guide was helpful. Make sure to leave a like. A big thank you to all the YouTube members. If you want early access to videos and support the channel, then consider joining as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.